Hello, welcome to ASL Week 7 Weekly Recap with me, TCP. And today we have a special episode of Weekly Recap because it's not special at all. We have 5 weekly heroes for this week. We got Scizor, Basculin, Jolteon, Dugtrio, and Tapu Fini. We'll see how they get weekly hero status later on because first we have Shadow versus Robert, where Robert's going to pull off a 2-0 victory, giving a lot of Pokemon 2 kills. So we'll see how it happens. So first we got the Armaldo named Nothing versus the Landorus named OU. Very, very classy. These are like the best nicknames ever. We got Hat the Toxapex. Wow, I'm just focusing on the nicknames this week because I'm gonna just say, if you don't nickname your Pokemon, the hack should go against you. I'm just saying. That's like half the fun is nicknaming your Pokemon. And if you don't nickname your Pokemon, then it's just kind of like lazy. Yeah, anyone who doesn't nickname their Pokemon deserves to lose. This is an ultimatum from me, TCP. Anyways, back to observing this battle. We got OU versus Zeraora. Classy name. The Zeraora is actually a really cool set. It's the Adrenaline Orb to counter probably, or it's not Scarf Lando because it just switched it. But like Landorus in general. But Gyarados is going to try to set up. Doesn't Mega Evolve because take more damage. Doesn't want to be as bulky. Or he just wants the Moxie boost. That's probably it. But he's going to get Scald Burned. And that's going to pretty much ruin almost every chance that this Gyarados is going to have sweeping. Because Haze is just going to eliminate everything that this Gyarados wants. Anyways, the Aromatisse is going to come in on the Toxapex. It probably can't kill anything, but it can potentially wish something back up. So Robert's going to go back into Landorus, trying to get up some offensive pressure, probably expecting the wish. There's an aromatherapy coming from this Aromatisse, kind of ironic. But Earthquake is going to do quite a bit, but he's going to expect the wish. He's going to go for the Stealth Rock. The sack is Lando, so that's a pretty good trade for Rock, because Rocks are now up. Gyarados is weakened. Nothing. If there's a sash, there probably isn't a sash. But if there's a sash, it's probably broken. This Toxic Spike's going to be really annoying. His Rapid Spinner is gone. So these rocks are going to be here to stay. Encore is just a safe move from Alakazam to... Oh wait, actually no. Encore is a terrible move from Alakazam. Aromatisse has Sweet Veil. Come on, Robert. Anyways, Serial Killer... Oh, it's because he has a bunch of spoons. I get it. Very funny. But a crit Leaf Blaze is going to take out the Alakazam. I'm not sure if it mattered because if it's Scarf, it's probably Adamant. In comes the Togekiss. It's going to be coming in probably a free Air Slash. Yep, free Air Slash. It misses, but that kind of sucks because he has to swap out. He's not Dry Skin on Heliolisk. Why do you make that switch if you're not dry? Oh, he is Dry Skin. It's Mold Breaker. Oh my goodness. I am kind of dumb today. Anyways, Toxapex's going to come in. It's practically unkillable against the 2 mons that are left unless there's a D-move between. Which is possible, but the Scald Burn is going to pretty much mean that this Kartana is also useless. He's going to recover with the Toxapex. Is he going to go Togekiss here because of the free kill with Air Slash? Oh. He's going to set up another Toxic Spike. That's pretty greedy. Not going to lie. In comes Togekiss. Going to take on this Psycho Cut immensely well because it's burned. And Air Slash is going to kill anything coming in. So he's just trying to keep Togekiss as high as possible to take on this last Mon. Blaziken. He wants to set himself up the best that he can so that Blaziken has as little as a chance to win as possible. In comes Blaziken on the roost. Oh, he's probably roosting up at the very end, so he'll be at full health for when Kartana dies to burn. But it's not really going to matter because Dazzling Gleam's going to kill. I'm not sure if the crit mattered, but I'm going to guess that it didn't because he didn't set the up to +4 special attack. In Panda, Robert Panda, that's a pretty dominant win over Shadow. Moving on to our second game. We got Brad versus Splurge, the St. Louis Samurott versus the Bracknell Beedrills. And Brad is going to pull off a 4-0 victory, showing our first weekly hero, Scizor. So, first things first, in comes Krookodile versus the Yes Cavalier. And there's going to be a hard swap into Suicune, showing that, for some reason or another, this Yes Cavalier doesn't want to throw off a big attack against this Krookodile, maybe potentially fearing a Fire Fang. But in comes the S Cavalier against the Tentacruel. Tentacruel really can't do much, and there's going to be a knockoff coming up. Charizard is actually going to be a pretty reliable swap into S Cavalier because S Cavalier's stabs aren't super effective, and its Drill Run won't be able to hit it when it's not megaed. But anyways, this Charizard's going to Dragon Claw this Suicune twice, probably predicting the roar actually. In comes Charizard again on the Suicune, going to Dragon Claw once again on the Suicune. This time there isn't a roar, but he can't burn it because it is a fire type, and Suicune's pretty much dead right now. So Brad is just free to greed and boost up his HP as much as he really wants to. There's going to be a Protect out here to install a bit more PP, but Suicune's going to go down, which is pretty big because Suicune seemed to be the dedicated Krookodile answer. Now Krookodile can pretty much come in against for free and deal with a lot of things on the field. The Krookodile's in. He's going to go for the knockoff. Going to knock off the leftovers on Escavalier. Escavalier doesn't take it well at all. Escavalier is down. In comes the Mega Aerodactyl going for the Aqua Tail to finish off the Krookodile. But now Scizor is in. Bullet Punch looking strong. It's going to do a lot of damage actually to that Zygarde. He does not fear the special HP fire at all. Goes for another Bullet Punch to really almost secure his victory, because now if Bullet Punch, as if Musharna gets like chipped down, Bullet Punch just kind of sweeps. But he's gonna go for the defense curl on the Scizor, as there's gonna be an SD from this Charizard in a baton pass into this Mega Aerodactyl. In comes the Slurpuff to take a hit, get its Citrus Berry up, get Unburden Boost, kill the Aerodactyl. Nothing is faster. In comes the Venom, trying to probably sweep. Flamethrower is going to do a lot of damage. Sleep Powder is going to come out, and he's going to stay asleep. But there's going to be an HP Fire coming out, predicting the hard Scizor swapping. But I think Splurge has realized that Brad is pretty content with letting this Slurpuff die. So now Scizor should be coming in to Bullet Punch and pretty much clean up everything else that's left here, because nothing can at this range can really take it. So Scizor is going to get a mini sweep at the end, taking out everything. Bullet Punch, I believe. Yep, there's a Bullet Punch on Heal Bell. Yeah, Musharna can't really do anything to. So, moving on. We got Washington Redskitty versus the Riverside Otters. We got Matt Metagross versus Brett. And Matt is going to pull off a 4-0 victory over Brett. Pretty much, this is almost a do or die game, because if both of them are looking to win this game, because they almost essentially have to almost win out if they want a chance at playoffs. So this is actually a pretty big win for Matt. And I just saw Scyther Scizor, and I'm like, wow, we just saw a Scyther. All of that family is drafted on these two teams. That's gonna be an interesting matchup. Scythor Mega Scizor versus Scizor. That's gonna be kind of funny if that didn't already happen. But anyways, we have Texas in on the Matt, Matt, you're killing me here. Where's your nicknames? Why is this Mesprit named Mesprit? That's not a nickname. Anyways, we're gonna see a power punch coming up from this Mesprit, showing that it's probably physical. But I doubt physical Mesprit has anything to hit Metagross, so Metagross is pretty safe, I think. In comes the Mudsdale on the Gastrodon for some reason. I don't know why he wants that. Maybe to sack it. It doesn't make much sense, I don't think. Because Mudsdale is actually a really good answer to Scythor and Scizor. Potentially. Not necessarily Scizor because it can live the hit, but if it's like Roar Mudsdale, then that's pretty good. And there's a chance that Scizor can get to a situation where it can't kill Mudsdale. But, like, he just wants chip on this Gastrodon. I don't know. I don't know why I went Mudsdale there. Probably tell me after. But Venusaur finally comes in. There's going to be double out into Persian. Predicting a switch. Mesprit comes in. Physical Mesprit. But a Dark Pulse is going to come out from the Persian, and there's going to be a mispredict. He's going to go for a Psychic, probably predicting... Wait. Why is he Power Up Punch? Why is he Power Up Punch on this Psychic Protect? That must be like some wicked tech that I'm not seeing. Did he show the fourth move? Stealth Rack, Power Up Punch, Psychic. Why is he Power Up Punch? What? What? He'll probably have to tell me that after, considering that Mesprit gets Dazzling Gleam. Persian has notoriously good... What? HP fighting would be better than Power Punch, right? What? Okay. Anyways, Metagross is gonna come in on the Nihilago's knockoff, which is a pretty good play because Metagross was kind of screaming. Hellfest. And Thunder Punch is going to come out, taking out the Scizor. In comes Basculin, our second weekly hero of this week. Going to go for the Liquidation, do a lot of damage to this Venusaur. I'm not sure if this Venusaur is Fizz Def. It's probably Spur Def for Don and Nihilego. Maybe. But in comes the Komodo, and he's going to double back into this Metagross. Going to double again into this Persian. Taking a lot of damage from these rocks that might be unnecessary. But Manectric is in now. Manectric can go for a HP Grass. No, it's going to go for a T-Bolt. And in comes Nihilego, probably scouting for the HP Grass now. Nihilego is in. So it's going to show to be Scarf and go for Dazzling Gleam. Probably trying to make sure that it's Metagross that is in next. That it's not Komodo. So he can set himself up for the endgame. In comes Basculin on the Meteor Mash. Probably wants to Scarf Nihilego in the back. Just in case that this is DD Komodo. But he's going to go for Zen Headbutt, predicting Komodo. Probably with a endgame in mind of Scizor winning the game. Something like that. But Scizor's going to come in here, and it's going to secure a win for Matt over Brett. Matt, why would you Power Punch? Moving on. You got Sketch versus Static. And it's going to be a 2-0 victory. This is actually kind of ironic. Because Sketch gets a weekly hero 3 kills on Jolteon against the guy who loves Jolteon the most, right? That's kind of funny. Like, if anyone is gonna be... I mean, maybe he gave Jolteon the kills on purpose. He's like, you know what? This guy's doing pretty well. So I'm gonna just let him know ahead of time we're gonna collaborate this battle. We're gonna get Jolteon 6 kills. Oh wait, we messed up. We gotta make it believable. More like 3 kills. We'll just get it a weekly hero spot. You know, collaborations. Probably not. That's very, very likely not what happened. In comes a Sigilyph on the Gligar. Gonna do actually not too much with Hidden Power Ice considering how potentially roost that off. But there's gonna be a Volt Switch coming on this Jolteon. Static didn't seem to bring a ground type, so Jolteon's gonna get free Volt Switch free. That's what free is. Anytime that he wants with yeah, it's normal type Silvally. Out comes a Toxic on the Silvally. And there's going to be an Ice Beam coming out, doing really small amount, probably indicating that it's like Spadef Bulu. I would assume it's maybe Spadef Bulu to take on, probably take Ice Beams from the Vaporeon and Toxic thing down. Then comes the Mega Mawile on the Spadef Bulu. Gonna go for the Play Rough. Do really nothing. So this might be Fizdef Tran for the Mega Mawile. So Tran's gonna throw off a Lava Plume. In comes the Tapu Bulu pretty much for free. He doesn't really need to worry about an Ice Beam. He probably doesn't even need to worry about a Poison that much. In comes a Dragonite on double. He's gonna get up pretty much to full health. There's gonna be a Dragon Dance up on the U-turn. This is actually looking pretty threatening. In comes the Greninja though. That's likely Scarf exactly for it. Goes for the Ice Beam. Not given any chance for this Dragonite to sweep him today. But there's going to be a Toxic coming out on the Jolteon. And this was a play that I wasn't sure on. Why don't you just Protect? Obviously he has a free Volt Switch here. Get a little bit more chip here with the Protect. I'm going to spoil it now. It comes into play a little bit later on, I believe. Anyways, a Seed Flare is going to kill off the Greninja. In comes the Jolteon. It's going to get that first kill with a free Volt Switch. In comes Tapu Bulu. In comes the Dragonite because I think he revealed that Tapu Bulu can't do much Toxic. But Toxic is actually going to hurt this Dragonite's chances of sweeping. There's going to be an Ice Punch coming out, predicting not a switch, but it covers a lot of switches too. In comes the Hawlucha on the Dragonite. Now faster. It can now Acrobatics for free to potentially stop the Dragonite sweep. Or to just do a little bit of damage. But he's going to Hone Claws here on the Sigilyph. Probably not the play there. But it allows Jolteon to get another kill with T-Bolt. T-Bolt's actually looking really threatening to win the game. In comes the Mega Mawile on the Heatran is going to come in because it seems to be a dedicated swap in. Static's going to predict that. Keep his hopes alive. The Sucker Punch is going to come out. And that 12% from not protecting shows up right there. Jolteon is now alive. Mega Mawile is now dead. And now Tapu Bulu is going to have its sweet old time because I don't believe that Dragonite can beat this while poisoned. There's going to be a nice Wish attempt though to potentially try to bring this back. Ice Punch is going to come out, freeze the Tapu Bulu. That Tapu Bulu freeze was probably the only chance that's had. As you see here, Tapu Bulu is Protect. So the Ice Punch is not... Honestly, might be right to Dragon Dance on that Protect anyways. To scout for it into... Because Ice Punch didn't kill anyways, but a +1... I mean, I guess if he goes for Horn Leech, then he's out of range. Huh. That's interesting to think. The Dragonite goes down to Poison. Tapu Bulu's gonna finish it off. Yeah. That Protect, or Misprotect, with the Jolteon, not getting the Jolteon. I'm assuming that it's Protect on Vaporeon, by the way, because it showed to be Wish. I think he might have showed Protect. It was Wish, Toxic Scald. So that screams that it has Protect. If he didn't have Protect, then I guess it's not the correct play. Okay. So moving on, we got me, TCP, versus Malone. And yeah, gonna get a 4-0 victory over Malone. Storks are gonna get 4 kills and be another weekly hero for this. Happens. So first we got a Rotom Heat versus Diancie lead. Not looking real great for the Heat. But in comes Jirachi on the Piloswine, which Piloswine's gonna go for an Earthquake. Pretty free. And Overheat's gonna come out on the Piloswine as it's gonna set up some rocks. Defog's gonna come out. Rotom as it's gonna Earthquake again, probably predicting. Out comes a Overheat again on another Stealth Rock going up. But a Defog's gonna come out on the Rock Slide. Gonna do a pretty good amount to. In comes the Diancie as I'm gonna Overheat again, get to the very unthreatening amount of special attack. But in comes the Jirachi once again on the Diancie on the Earth Power. And yeah, that did not quite enough because it's showing to be Spadef Jirachi. There's going to be a Wish and Protect out here as the knockoff. In comes the Florges on drop it. Licky Licky is going to come in for free pretty much because Licky Licky is a Spadef monster. It's going to eat that Moonblast up very well. In comes the Jirachi on the. In comes the Florges on the Incineroar. There's going to be another Moonblast coming out, but Licky Licky is going to take it like a champ. In comes Machamp. And I'm going to go for a knockoff. Anyways, in comes Mega Diancie on another knockoff. And he's going to predict the Bullet Punch, scout for it, and go for Cofagrigus. Pretty much ruining my Machamp set because Guts, without Guts, I'm just burned. Probably should have. Anyways, here's going to be a Toxic Spike coming out from Cofagrigus. Defog's going to come out from the Florges, getting rid of that Spike. In comes Machamp again on the Wish. Comes Cofagrigus. Going to get close combated. Close combat's not going to work. Anyways, here comes a knockoff. Going to do a hefty chunk to this Cofagrigus, knocking off the left. While Trick Room goes up. In comes the Florges on the Toxic Spike again. In comes the Dragalge. The Florges. Yeah. In comes the Jirachi on the Dragalge. A lot of G's, a lot of yes. I don't know. There's a lot of G's going on. But Jirachi's gonna be coming in on this. Going for an Iron Head, probably going for a flip. Out comes an Iron Head on Incineroar coming in. There's gonna be a Protect. Shout out for the Darkest Lariat. In comes the Florges. You take a Flare Blitz and die. Next, Seismitoad is going to come in. Moist Toad. Going to go for an Earthquake. Going to crit and kill Incineroar. Comes the Licky Licky. This Machamp is once again going to come in. As you know, the champ. Best in the world! And there's going to be an Earthquake on a return. Nice prediction, but own predicting. Not too close. Close combat's going to come out here. Killing the Diancie. In comes the Dragalge. Double it back into Licky Licky on the Earthquake. He's probably going to try to kill me down with burn damage as he's going to go. Combat comes. And finally, an Earthquake's going to come on a Wish. Next in comes Seismitoad. In comes Cofagrigus. But it's not a Seismitoad. Surprise! It's a Zoroark. Just the first kill for Zoroark. Dark Pulse is going to come out on the Shadow Ball. Not sure why he Shadow Balled there. Probably predicting Hachi. But two Dark Pulses is going to finish off the Krookodile. Another Dark Pulse is going to finish off the Hollow Swine. The Licky Licky is going to go for a attack on the Dark Pulse. But a Focus Blast is going to finish off the Licky Licky, giving 4 kills. Moving on. We got Texas versus Ian. Dallas Mudsdales versus the Human Skeleton. Gonna check my... Make sure that it's still working. Yeah, it is. Get into this. We're gonna see another hero for this week with the Doug Trio. First, there's gonna be a Swampert versus Doug Trio. Very poor matchup for the Doug Trio outcome. Dragon on the Stealth Rocks. Tox is gonna come out on the Swampert, and he's gonna go for an Avalanche, predicting U-turn? Probably U-turn. But a Default is gonna come out on this Dragon as a Toxic Dragon, and this Swampert. Hammer, Stealth Rocks go. In comes the Quillfish on the Fable, as Hydreigon's gonna come, trying to get these rocks back off the field. Quillfish is gonna get a taunt off to prevent Hydreigon getting rid of. It's gonna be a Toxic on the U-turn as Doug Trio comes in and traps its first member, and the Quillfish is gonna go down. Now Texas said that he had a Aqua Jet on there, and it might affect the later game. The U-turn is gonna come out from this Clefable, and Coco is officially in, guys. But he's gonna switch hard into Skarmory, predicting something bad like if he kills the Hydreigon, then Doug Trio comes in, traps him, fine. Unless he shook specifically Doug Trio. There's gonna be T-Bolt from the Clefable abusing the electric terrain to potentially kill Skarmory. In comes the Magneton on... Wait. So... Okay, so Skarmory swapped out. Magneton came in trying to trap the Skarmory. Now the Skarmory is trapped, but it shows that it's not trapped. It is in fact either not full or... I don't know if he showed leftover. But Ian predicted it. Predicted the Shed Shell, and he went for the HP Grass to kill the Swamp. Ideally, I think what Texas is trying to do there is trying to pretend he was trapped, get into Swampert on the T-Bolt, hope that it's choice locked, and try to get at Brox again. But anyways, the second kill of the day is going to happen. Doug Trio is going to be able to take out... Going back here. U-turn on the Tapu Koko, going to crit. Trio on... Earthquake's going to come out. Kill Tapu Koko, showing that it is Scarf Doug Trio. But I think that's where the Aqua Jet damage kind of mattered. From the Quillfish from earlier. Anyways, so Sykes is going to come out from this Celebi. It's going to do actually a lot of damage to that Magneton. Magneton is obviously not. In comes the Skarmory once again on the Clefable Stealth Rocks. They do. Anyways, there's going to be a Volt Switch coming out from this Magneton. Going to kill the Skarmory, even though that the Skarmory was shell. He probably didn't. Celebi taking damage. He's gonna go for Giga Drain, trying to do something. Clefable's in a position to win because it's faster, I believe, Crafty, and we're just gonna see it happen. He's making himself as healthy as possible. Wait, no. No, Beedrill's gonna finish off this game. Beedrill. So Beedrill's gonna Get 1 kill on the Celebi. In comes the Crafty drill out into this Doug trio. Or, because it's Scarf, it's going to be faster. Earthquake going to kill this Crafty. I'm having weird deja vu. I believe when I was thinking about this battle, I was really hoping for it to be bulk up Scrafty, so that he could potentially bulk up, live the earthquake, rest the earthquake after the earthquake, get it up to full, head skin it off, put in the work. I think that's what I was thinking. That didn't happen. Texas lost. Ian wins, going to 5-2. Pretty dominating position. Meanwhile, Texas has that crew in. Not very good. Anyways, moving on to our final battle of the day. The closest battle of the day. The Woodland Weavile versus the New York Muse. Bash versus Pete. Now, let's see. The first we got a Whimsicott versus an. The U-turn's gonna come out. Probably. And U-turn's gonna come. Back truck. Comes the Latios and the Mega Gallade. Both Megas are out. Out comes an Ice Punch. Not gonna do a lot. Probably indicating that either the Mega Gallade isn't really invested or the Latios is pretty bulky. But we're gonna see a pursuit come from the Muck. And in comes the Aggron, going for an Aqua Tail prediction on Donphan coming in. Donphan's gonna set up Rocks predicting Melodic coming. We got a lot of predictions coming in. Tapu Fini's gonna come in on Melodic. Much Tapu Fini? And if Tapu Fini is taunt, which it should be, gonna be a problem. But he's gonna show to be a Whirlpool, so he's probably actually overall trying to bait the Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini seemed to outbait the bait set from Melodic, and Bash realizes that pretty early and goes into his electric type. So Pursuit's going to come out, do a lot of damage to Electros. It's actually getting whittled down. In comes the Whimsicott, and a Energy's Ball is going to come. A lot of damage to this Aggron. Aggron is going to go down. Meanwhile, in comes the Latios, and the Muck is going to come in. Almine's going to come. Ice Punch. And gonna go for a T-Bolt, probably pretty much showing that he's not EQ. And a Ice Punch into a Shadow Sneak. Not gonna do enough, but the Poison Touch is gonna activate so that the pretty much just gonna be annoying from now. Because Ice Punch damage, while it wasn't doing enough earlier, is potentially doing enough now. Anyways, in comes Whimsicott on the Latios. Latios swaps out on the Moonblast. In comes the Milotic. Out comes the Tapu Fini at the same time. As a Recover comes off. And once again, we have interaction between. But this time, Peach is going to predict the swap. Go for a pretty safe Moonblast to catch any swap. Moonblast is going to come out again on this Mimikyu. As it goes for. In comes the Knocked Owl on another SD. Probably saw that he lived in Moonblast and he wasn't afraid of Shadow Sneak or Ice Shard. Shadow Sneak and Ice Shard is gonna come, showing that should have been afraid. Shadow Sneak is not gonna actually be enough to kill the Whimsicott at that range of health, and Energy Ball is going to be able to kill the Mimikyu. Energy Ball is going to come out on the Flygon, do quite a bit of damage. Earthquake's going to come deal with the In comes Tapu Fini on the Flygon, and take it pretty well. Moonblast, kill the Flygon. Now it's the Melodic Tapu Fini war. Melodic was meant to bait Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini was meant to bait Milotic. It's pretty much whose set was better crafted to counter the other. But there's going to be a taunt on this Milotic. Be Calm Mind up. Grassnot's going to be revealed and do a pretty good amount, showing that it's a 2-hit KO. And because he's faster, another Grassnot's going to and finish off the Milotic. Tapu Fini last on left standing in Weekly Hero. That was a lot of talking. So, to recap, we got a 2-0, 4-0, 4-0, 2-0, 4-0, 4-0, 1-0. That would have actually been pretty satisfying if that was a 2-0, 4-0, 4-0, 2-0, 4-0, 4-0, 2-0. But sadly, Peach ruins everything, doesn't get a 2-0. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's been everything with Weekly Recap. Tried to give more spicy thoughts this battle. Disclaimer, I believe everyone who didn't nickname their Pokemon lost this week. Wait, no, Matt won. No justice in Shadow lost. So Matt won, Shadow lost. Matt and Shadow. Wait, did Ian name his Pokemon? Oh yeah, he named it a bunch of. I'm telling you guys, name your Pokemon, or I'm gonna come after you again next Weekly Recap. That's been everything. With me, TCP. Goodbye.